Good evening. Vancouver Island woke up this morning to a big mess. Trees, power lines, cars, even BC Ferries sailings all took a hit over the weekend as wind gusts topping 100 kilometers an hour created havoc. CTV's Chandler Grieve now with a closer look at some wild weather.
That's a bar of holy.
From sparking power lines to wild waves. Sunday's windstorm spared no one, not even the Queen of New Westminster. The BC Ferries vessel was tossed around while docking, resulting in damage to the ship's bumper, part of the reason why a handful of sailings were either delayed or canceled on Sunday.
Every frontline vehicle is out right now, responding to different incidents around town.
Away from the water, the wind just as relentless, knocking down dozens of trees, some of them landing on cars and others right on the top of houses, taking out bedrooms.
The whole house kind of like shook. All of the roommates like jumped out of the beds and we all ran to the windows. And then we saw what happened and it was pretty bad. We all slept in the living room last night. It was like a big sleepover, put a movie on.
Others didn't have the luxury of a movie. At the peak of yesterday's storm, about 14,000 customers lost power on southern Vancouver Island. Some of them ending up on Dallas Road, taking in the 100-kilometer-an-hour winds.
I actually lived here for a few years and I've never really seen anything this drastic.
Power has now been restored to almost everyone, but the cleanup is still going strong.
We lost 10 trees that we know of right now that are city-owned, and we attended at least another half dozen private trees that failed onto the public right-of-way.
Thankfully, there were no reports of any major injuries on Vancouver Island. The same can't be said for Seattle, where the same storm killed one after a tree fell on a car. Sunday's wild weather was the second major windstorm on the south coast in the last week. Last Thursday, a hemlock tree fell onto a home in Port Moody, killing 57-year-old Jill Calder. A sobering reminder of the power of storm season on the west coast. Chandler Grieve, CTV News, Victoria.